On the day we marked our 25th wedding anniversary, my husband handed me divorce documents rather than a present. A quarter century is plenty, he declared right there amid our assembled friends and family. I'm ready for a younger companion now, and you'll need to vacate the apartment by morning. It slipped his mind that my folks had bestowed that place upon me as a gift. His mom, Margaret Reed, simply sat there with a quiet grin. I stood up, grasped the mic, and delivered words that rendered him utterly mute. That evening, Emily Harper stirred from sleep to hushed voices drifting from beyond the bedroom door. Her spouse, Jonathan Reed, was chatting on the phone with his mother once more, deep into the night around 3 a.m. His tone carried an odd thrill. Emily remained motionless in the shadows, picking up fragments of their exchange. "We've got to handle this precisely," Jonathan's words pressed. "She won't have a clue." "Naturally, dear," his mother responded. Emily's muscles tightened. What scheme were they hatching in secrecy? And why at this moment, mere weeks from their landmark celebration? The wooden planks groaned as Jonathan re-entered the space. Emily swiftly closed her eyes, feigning slumber. He eased into the sheets with care, yet she sensed his frame was rigid, uneasy. Come morning, the atmosphere felt off kilter. Jonathan displayed an unusual warmth. "Emily, my darling," he murmured, brushing a kiss on her cheek. He carried the scent of a lavish aftershave. "What if we pick out the spot for our big day today? I aim for flawlessness." Flawlessness? Emily arched a brow. Across 25 years of union, Jonathan had never shown such zeal for a gathering like this. She'd always been the one to arrange it all, while he merely critiqued. "All right," she answered warily, observing as he dashed off to his job. His mobile lay on the bedside table. It buzzed with an alert. Emily couldn't resist glancing. It was a schedule note, "Contact D at 11 a.m." She inquired nonchalantly while tending to the potted herbs by the sill. "Who's that D in your contacts?" Jonathan whirled around sharply. For an instant, Emily spotted alarm in his gaze, but he composed himself swiftly. "Oh, Donovan, a coworker from Denver, just bouncing ideas off him for a project. A fabrication." Emily knew her partner inside out. When he fibbed, his right eyebrow always flickered subtly, just as it did now. "Got it," she said with a grin, but inwardly her heart constricted. Once he departed, Emily lingered by the window, staring at the overcast autumn sky above the upscale neighborhood. 25 years, a full quarter of a lifetime. They'd crossed paths in university. She was a sharp finance major. He was an ambitious executive on the rise. They wed out of genuine affection, envisioning kids and a bustling household. But offspring never arrived. Specialists detected no issues, yet the wonder eluded them. Jonathan struggled with it, particularly when his mother, Margaret, began dropping sly remarks about heirs. Eventually, they embraced their child, free existence, and channeled energy into perks like leisure time, trips abroad, and professional climbs. Still, an essential bond between them had frayed. A rap at the door snapped her from reverie. There stood Margaret Reed, her mother-in-law, sporting her typical cool smirk. "Emily, sweetheart," she uttered, stepping inside unbidden. "How are things? Getting ready for the festivities?" Margaret always extended polite gestures toward Emily, but kept an emotional chasm. In all those years, she'd never referred to Emily as kin. Bit by bit, Emily responded, guiding her to the sitting area. "Jonathan's keen on a venue out. Excellent choice," Margaret beamed. "A proper spot with attendees. Hosting at home diminishes the occasion's weight." She scanned the room appraisingly. Emily recognized that gaze. It silently conveyed that Margaret's sprawling suburban home outshone this one in size and elegance. "Incidentally, Emily, dear," Margaret added, easing into a chair, "I've pondered the road ahead. Jonathan's no spring chicken at 53, and well, no little ones yet. Wouldn't it be wise to draft a testament for potential grandkids, just in case?" Emily felt a shiver. "What grandkids? We have none." "Oh, for my sister's boys," she dismissed airily. I have 2 nephews, fine lads, in school and employed. Otherwise, the state claims it all. Emily set her mug down deliberately. And where do you store the apartment deeds? Margaret inquired casually, as if it were trivial. Just considering the lad's prospects, the youth, that clinched it. Emily grasped the implication. In the lockbox, she stated flatly. But why inquire? Oh, merely precautionary. Life's unpredictable. Good to know locations. After Margaret exited, Emily sat motionless, assembling clues. The nocturnal call, Jonathan's abrupt tenderness, and now Margaret's probing about the title. Piece by piece, the enigma clarified, and the image repelled her. She ventured to Jonathan's laptop. He'd never altered the passcode before, always their first encounter date, but it failed now. Her pulse quickened. In 25 years, secrets were foreign. She attempted his birth date, zilch. His mother's no. Then she reversed their nuptial date. Success. The search log unfolded, knotting her gut. Guides on dissolving unions with joint holdings. Partner entitlements and splits. Counsel for breakups. He delved into this recently. With shaky digits, she browsed further. Retaining residences post-separation. Tactics for asset allocation. Abruptly, her device chimed. It was her pal Laura Mitchell. Emily, you won't believe this sighting. You're Jonathan at a jewelry boutique in the High End Mall with a youthful lady. They eyed bands. She clung to him unabashedly. Describe her. Emily interjected softly. Around 30, fair-haired, impeccably styled in a pricey overcoat, attractive but shallow, seeming so touchy. Feely, you all right, Emily? Yes, Emily deceived, all good. But nothing was. That night, Jonathan returned bearing blooms and gourmet sweets. For my sole true affection, he proclaimed boldly, pressing lips to hers. Sole true, how mocking, Emily mused. She met his eyes squarely. We must discuss our path forward earnestly. Jonathan stiffened subtly, but she noticed. Discuss what? He queried, flipping on the screen, feigning captivation by a show. Things are solid, aren't they? The event's imminent. Let's not dampen spirits with gravity. Post-celebration chat. Fine post-celebration. That hinted at a spectacle during the affair itself. Emily assented outwardly, but an arctic chill enveloped her. After a quarter-century, she read him like a book. He orchestrated something methodically, involving his mom and likely legal aid. What Jonathan ignored was Emily's hidden trump card, poised to dismantle his scheme. For the moment, she'd withhold it. The following dawn, Emily awoke with a heavy dread, as though a calamity had struck yesterday, and she was adapting to its aftermath. Jonathan bolted early sans meal. Conference, he claimed, conference. Emily pondered resentfully. She knew the true counterpart. At 11, the landline rang. Jonathan had abandoned his phone inverted on the counter. Emily let it go to voicemail. Jay, it's Mother. I consulted Mr. Donovan. All settable. Key is she remains oblivious till the end. Ring when available. Donovan, the alleged Denver associate, puzzle solved. Emily felt the earth shift. 25 years beside a man now plotting her ouster like routine bureaucracy. She neared Jonathan's device. It demanded a 6-number entry. She inputted their meeting day, September 1st, 1999. Denied. Margaret's birth date, nada, then intuition struck. Try April 22nd, perhaps the paramour's special day. It unlocked. Messages affirmed all. Brooke, darling, hang tight. Post-event sorted. The place ours. Jay, you vowed cohabitation by year's start. Sick of secrecy. Sweetheart on track, Mom handled. Emily clueless. Donovan assures half-max if played right. Retained the apartment. Emily collapsed into a seat, palms quivering. They mapped her existence like discardable goods. Jonathan, Margaret, attorney Donovan, lover Brooke, all entwined in a snare with her as quarry. Worse loomed. Hey, Mother, certain the apartment deeds joint. Maybe fortune favors mine alone. Dear, viewed duplicates at purchase, both listed, but Donovan mentions loopholes. Vital, she endorses relinquishment. And if resistant, she'll yield. Post, Party stunt, no alternative. What stunt? Emily's throat clutched in fear. Public shaming, false charges perhaps. Swiftly, she snapped pics of key texts to her own gadget and repositioned his. She required strategy. Aid. She dialed Sarah Jenkins, her university buddy turned domestic law expert. They connected sporadically, but ties endured. Emily, Sarah greeted. Ages, how's life? Can we convene today? Emily urged, masking turmoil. Need advice? Absolutely, slot at 6. Office bound. Sarah's workspace occupied a sleek tower downtown. She embraced Emily, sensing strain instantly. Sit, spill. Emily inhaled deeply. Suppose a pal faces spousal woes. He plots split covertly, laying traps. Sarah eyed her keenly. Sure, it's hypothetical, Emily. Emily paused, then unloaded. Midnight talks, recordings, Brooke, Margaret's machinations, all. Sarah absorbed, probing occasionally. Grave, but salvageable. You acted promptly. Detail the residence. Acquisition date, title holders. Both names 2005, equal, employed. Yes, finance director at Summit Builders, 15 years. Weekend retreat joint 2, modest value, apartment prime, Sarah noted. Emily, stay composed. They can't overpower you. Divorce yields fair shares. No coercion to forfeit. But scheming foul play evident. Emotional sabotage, uproar, leverage, prepare. How? Amass proof, photograph exchanges, tape if feasible, shift funds to solo account. Crucially, feign ignorance. Emily nodded, relief budding after days. Plan in place, backup secured. Thanks, Sarah, Bill. Sarah grinned. Zip, friend, keep updated. You're not isolated or vulnerable. Emily returned resolute, but homecoming affirmed conflict's ignition. Jonathan loitered near the foyer, primping in the glass. You appear worn today, eh? He blurted sans eye contact. Pardon, but yeah, Emily, you've slackened lately. Hitting 50 ain't doom, but maintain yourself. Jim, skin doc, tweaks, spotted Laura's kid today. 30 but 20, 5 vibe, groomed, and you, well, grasp. Comparing to youth, priming betrayal rationale. Meeting tomorrow, he declared. Saturday, full day. Another rendezvous with Brooke. Okay. Emily serene. Sunday, aiding mom with her fresh streaming setup. Plotter family time. That eve, Jonathan showering. Emily scanned joint finances online. Past month, 30 grand siphoned in chunks. Trinkets for Brooke. Legal fees. Whatnot. From communal pot. Emily emitted a shaky chuckle. Funding her demise with her cash. But her secret ace, week prior, notary missive arrived. Aunt Eleanor Whittaker, father's elder sib, deceased in France, no offspring or mate, bequeathed all to Emily, sole niece, included Paris flat worth $800,000 equivalent, account holding $570,000. Luxury rental in San Diego, California, over $3 million total. Emily concealed it, planning anniversary reveal. Now assets her lifeline. She booted her computer, delving into inheritance claims, fund shifts to private, shielding from those deeming her gullible. Jonathan presumed dominance, but play commenced. Monday, Emily roused with strategy etched. First, notary visit, not inheritance handler. Old contact Mr. Ellis, property attorney who facilitated apartment buy years back. Emily Harper, eons, Jonathan well. Mr. Ellis, seasoned gent, welcomed warmly. Mr. Ellis, aid needed, utter discretion. His demeanor sobered, seat, attentive. Recall our spot on Elm Lane in the posh district. You managed deeds 2005. Indeed, prime unit. Who funded initially? Source, Mr. Ellis furrowed, retrieved archive. Here, peculiar setup. Funds from your parents direct. Gift deed solo to you. Jonathan added post 2 months as spouse. Emily warmed inwardly. Thus, premarital holding. Precisely, parents gift pre-Jonathan's inclusion. Divorce pivotal. He'd need proof of major inputs. Emily smirked faintly. Jonathan never contributed to upkeep. She managed solo. Certifying paper. Tomorrow afternoon ready. Exiting, Emily transformed. Strength reclaimed after turmoil, but home surprise floored her. Courier bore thick packet from France. Final inheritance docs. Emily perused with abstract. Paris flat 800K, account 570K, San Diego luxury, 3 mil plus. She lounged in den, now affluent, autonomous woman. Jonathan oblivious, yet her line buzzed. Jonathan, chipper tone. Emily, love, pondering grand bash. Colleagues, pals, all. Why extravagance, J. Why silver milestone. Showcase ideal duo. Booked grand hole at Riverside Inn for 100 for her disgrace. Costly Jonathan, saving mode. Funds ample, impression key. Invite my superior yours. Display bliss. Cynical deceit, as you wish. Emily placid. Afternoon, Margaret arrived bearing parcel. Emily, dear, sugary proffering envelope, my token, family attorney consult voucher, precautionary, opened, Donovan and Partners dissolution holdings note, gratis session, boldness offering foes counsel. Appreciated, Emily dry, considerate, concern for you child, first in 25 pre-backstab, post, Margaret Emily tidied, Jonathan's coat pocket yielded wrinkled card, Mr. Donovan family law splits divisions support. Identical plot, Jonathan home late, Mary reeking fancy scent, embraced Emily, all set, menu invitees memorable, Emily eyed coolly, memorable indeed, not his vision, J, that fragrance not yours, elevator with tenant, potent aroma stuck, lie upon lie. By way, at event, special address on our journey tomorrow's, surprise, Emily sleepless, 2 a.m. mutters, Jonathan hallway call. She rose stealthily, ear to panel. Mother flawless, venue secured, attendees set. Post cheers unfolds, she unaware. How trusting as ever, resist signing, she'll cave. Post reveal to crowd, no choice, all witness her true self. J, private better, no fuss, no mother, public, no outburst, no queries, homebound, Donovan awaits docs, swift, neat, drama-free, Brooke informed. Naturally, attending, introduce as fresh aid, harsh, not harsh, practical, quarter-century sufficed, merit joy her cost. Emily retreated, insomnia gripped, Brooke at bash 2, spectate rivals debasement, claim turf. Their delusion, morning, Emily banked, solo profile, have joint savings transfer. Jonathan's mistress splurges henceforth his dime, then attorney for premarital asset proof. Next, office, Mr. Harlan, to superior. Chat, sure Emily Harper issue, stable now, forewarning tough phase ahead, split, brow knit, thought sturdy, invited to bash, hence alert, if sour your backing, performance intact, top director 15 years, position secure. Eve Jonathan conferring, Emily eyed inheritance papers. San Diego vacant post-tenant, post-split haven, French funds, years security, chiefly DC apartment premarital doc, Jonathan blindsided, morrow anniversary, his presumed coup, her counter, Emily pondered the years leading to this fracture. Early marriage brimmed with promise, weekend getaways to cozy cabins dreaming of family adventures, but infertility tests eroded joy. Jonathan withdrew, burying in work promotions. Emily channeled into career, rising to finance lead. They traveled, Europe's charming villages, Asia's vibrant markets. But conversations grew superficial. Remember Paris? She'd say over dinner, the Eiffel at dusk. He'd nod absently, scrolling emails. Margaret's visits amplified tension, no pitter-patter yet. She'd quip, eyes judging. Emily bore it, maintaining peace. Now, retrospect revealed cracks ignored. Thursday morn, she hit French embassy for inheritance formalities. Consul, distinguished with salt, pepper hair, scrutinized, orderly Mrs. Harper, Aunt Prudent, accounts unlock week, San Diego transfers immediate, docs here, manage freely, Emily tucked papers, 3 holdings million, plus cash, Liberty Paramount. Same day, Euro account set up for transfer prep. Advisor, youthful lady, gawked at figures, impressive inheritance haul. Yes, Emily beamed, aunt remarkable. Departing bank, burden eased, Jonathan's plots irrelevant. Or issue no more, but riverside in exterior jolt, checking setups, entrance, fair, haired youth in Lux rap on call, J. Love stunning, Brook cooed, hall vast, decor sublime, vowed grand apartment soon, envision soirees, Brook, spouse's paramour. Feet away, gushing future with him, Emily froze, observing. Undeniably lovely, 30ish, toned, styled locks, manicured, yet gaze vacant, scheming. Sure, tomorrow tough. Brooke went, but you said post-address she'd grasp me as aid. Charming, huh? Humiliating spouse charming. Emily neared. Pardon, manager whereabouts. Brooke pivoted, scanned Emily disdainfully. Clueless, curt, resumed call. J. Some woman querying. K. Tonight, adore you. Some woman. Emily Innert smiled. Morrow, this woman springs shock. In manager, warm matronly figure welcomed anniversary check. Mr. Reed settled, hall 100, feast, tunes, cost 45 grand, best insisted. 45K for public shame. Emily inclined, view hall, opulent, tall vaults, sparkling lights, pristine linens, vast reflects, all witness drama, toast mic, central, a manager noted, Mr. Reed emphasized audibility, naturally no mishumiliation. Home, Jonathan awaited, fidgety, paper clutched. Ah, Emily, stashed quick, where, venue verify, thoughts, grand 45K night. Truly J. excessive, plans elsewhere, funds there, impression vital, or mistress impress. Eve, Margaret buzzed and thrilled. J. dear, prepped, speech practiced. Yes, mother, flawless, address triumph, all see wise choice. Wise, Emily Kitchenubs. Irved, fury mounting, mother, scene fear. No, Margaret assured. Crowd restrains, refined lady, home settle, Donovan ready, docs set, sign needed, post address compelled, Emily bedroom, slipped, fetched own docs, folder, premarital proof, inheritance, fresh account statement. Morrow shifts all, post, Margaret, Jonathan study, locked, Emily door eaves, dropped rehearsal. Esteemed guests, momentous occasion, quarter century one soul, reflected bonds joys lacks, realized evolution, youth picks air later, thanks Emily years, but candor calls truth, divergent souls futures decided. 25 years error, rest garbled, intent clear, Emily bed, bound, desireless sleep, morn Jonathan upbeat, Emily, tie tweaking mirror, grand day. Yes, milestone, beyond, odd grin, tomorrow's alter us utterly, surprise, J. query, shoot, ever truly cherish me, deeply. He halted, tie dangling, odd timing, why today, curious, sure cherished, averted gaze, still do my manner, like outdated relic, grasp, Emily soft, day-long Jonathan frantic, venue calls, roster checks, directives. Evening, edgy, ready, Emily, she mirrored in fresh sapphire gown, occasion, bought, ready, proceed, truth hour, truth, Emily clutched bag with docs, yes, truth reveal, drive silent, Jonathan tapped wheel nervously. Emily gazed lights, 25 back, courthouse ride silent 2, thrill, passion, today, preak, lash hush, Emily, Jonathan at in, whatever unfolds, wish you well, mockery, thanks, J, serene smile. You get precisely merited. Hall gleamed, 100 at circles with ivory blooms, amber flames, head table hosts, Emily grinned, took well, wishes inner taught, strike imminent, Emily radiant, colleague Tina said. Quarter century, enchanting, yes, Emily scanned, unforeseen holy, corner, Brooke, Jonathan's paramour, aid intro, youthful, lovely, opulent frock, mingled colleagues casually, Jonathan Reed congrats, CEO Mr. Harlan shook, rare stable pairs, thanks Mr. Harlan, Jonathan, unique day, special oration prepped, oration, Emily throat parched, Margaret table, hopped, lauding son, perfect mate, eyes gleamed knowing. Rear table, 50s gent, summer suit, Unknown to Emily but photo. Recognized. Mr. Donovan. Present for potential Inc. Beloved attendees. MC mic'd. Attention please. Jonathan honors spouse. Hush descended. All faced head. Jonathan rose, mic gripped, wide beam. Friends, thanks presents pivotal day. Quarter century substantial. Lifetime quarter one individual. Nods, glasses lifted. Mused our path. Jonathan proceeded. Unions, delights, shortfalls, Emily braced, commences, grasped vital, folk evolve, youth right later wrong, room quieted, glances puzzled, quarter ago, selected life mate youth, driven, life clarified vision, Jonathan, Emily whispered. Meaning of verity dear, cease self-deceit, to crowd tone firm, esteemed honest with you self, endured quarter with unfit woman, dull, uninspiring, unsuited success partner, murmurs shocked, Jonathan mad, yell. Sane finally, calm, Emily must accept, union ends, divorce filed, stunned silence, gasps, hands chests, Margaret triumphant grin, moreover, Jonathan bold, equitable split, Emily vacate apartment, fresh start bonds, eyed Brooke rear smirk veiled. Prank, woman baffled, sane Jonathan, boss demanded, utmost, cold, joy entitled, claim it. Emily law share, amicable part. That girl your fresh catch. Emily friend pointed Brooke. Brooke marvelous, comprehends needs, Jonathan frank. Unlike some, sufficient, Emily rose leisurely, mic gently from day's spouse. Thanks, Jonathan. Quiet, sweet, candid, room hushed, anticipated tears flight. No, dear ones, Emily continued. Jonathan correct one aspect, lies end, truth I share too. Jonathan scowled. Script deviated, verity, aware ploy 3 weeks. New Brooke, Donovan their corner, schemes waive apartment rights. Donovan blanched, slinked, but guests barred. Emily, nonsense. Jonathan interrupt. Plan crumbled, darling. See, folder from bag, error tiny, apartment not joint, parents pre-marriage gift, attorney doc. Jonathan recoiled, impossible. Plus, Emily, 3 weeks, Aunt Eleanor France inheritance, Paris flat, San Diego luxury million. Plus cash, silence profound. So Jay, split what? Half retreat, half auto, rest mine. Brooke wall, leaned ashen, now amusing. Emily smiled, know his splurge on wife. Shame play, 45K joint. Guests outraged murmurs, but not vengeful. Emily. Jonathan free, take wonderful woman, dwell anywhere, not my apartment. Wait, Jonathan whisper, discuss. Nothing. Divorce tomorrow. Donovan dismissed to guests. Apologies spoiling night, but truth trumps facade. Thanks attendance. Now who evident. Mic down, exit bound. Behind uproar. Jonathan scoundrel utter. Woman hollered. Quarter century this. Brooke discreet flee attempt. Guests blocked. You wrecker. Thought hubby. Theft simple. Shameless. Margaret table. Roved explain ignored. Emily out, inhaled crisp eve air, liberty, door, pause, glimpsed chaos via panes. Jonathan's edifice month, built collapsed, center hall, pallid, befuddled, lines, forgot actor, mic floor, shouts encircle. Mr. Harlan neared. Jonathan read, appalled post, display, position review imminent. Mr. Harlan misunderstand. Jonathan stuttered, Emily twisted. Tina interjected, heard endure colorless woman, ashamed, corner else, Brooke, dream shattered, shoved guests. Jay, sleeve tug, happening, vowed apartment, funds gifted, shush, Jonathan hissed, scanned, not now. Why, Brooke hysterical, waited months, kingly post, split now, guests pivoted, some recording. Cease, Jonathan begged, too late, truth, promised wealth months, Jules' wife, funds, grand central apartment, room mute, Emily unaware that, Margaret low, key try rushed, Jay son, woman claims, loans, Emily inheritance, mother timing off, Jonathan mumbled. Blow, mother indebted scheme, wait, guest, trio deceived Emily, quartet, Brooke Venom, Donovan 2, waiver force, all-eyed Donovan spot, vacant, fled, viper, Margaret shrieked, lunged Brooke. Your fault, bewitched son. Mine, your son pursued, wife fool, easy manipulate. Men parted near, brawl, disgrace, woman loud. Mr. Harlan, Emily your staff. Yes, top director 15 years, firm. Post-circus salary bumper, this contemptible seek elsewhere, rep ruined. Jonathan shuttled mother, paramour, irate guests, salvage try. Folk grasp not, hollered, joy right, quarter excessive. Elder aunt neared Emily's kin Clara. Consider her feel quarter with egoist you. Clara right, kin echoed, shame, timely discovery else lifelong deceit. Social post, youth suggested, expose read, hash milestone betrayer. No, Jonathan pleaded. Private, Brooke scoffed. Public wife. Shame, now privacy. Guests trickled out. Emily's clan first, colleagues, acquaintances. Exit opinions. Jonathan Reed. Peer. Deny acquaintance. Family stain. A neighbor. Face society how, garbage, man blunt, half-hour, drama cores lingered, Jonathan, Margaret, Brooke, curious staff, now, Brooke hair, fixed, funds any J, whence, wind, spent party gifts, loans, repay who, unsure, sell vehicle perhaps, vehicle, Brooke bitter laugh, insane, debt uncovered, me, ditched X for you, unsure, Jonathan thrice, Margaret face, bombed, Hayes tell what, bills consults, home collateral, mother, Jonathan neared, solution find, solution, 70s homeless your folly, Brooke rose, bag adjusted, leaving you pair hopeless, J no contact, owed funds last month's lesson fee, door, pause turned, wife formidable, pity met real her today, respect, worthy women, heels clicked away, Jonathan mother alone amid remnants, J, Margaret soft, late not, apologize Emily, 2, head shake, face saw, unforgiving, do what, unsure, swear unsure. Meanwhile, Emily cabbed to apartment, light, swatched bag, 3 titles, million statement. Driver, elder mirror, glanced, lovely night, a yes, Emily smiled, lie, altering beautiful, some days pivot all, precisely, she, all pivoted, indeed, forever altered, Emily reflected on the subtle shifts over the years that led to this betrayal. In the beginning, their love was vibrant, filled with spontaneous dates and shared dreams. They'd spend evenings cooking elaborate meals, laughing over mishaps in the kitchen. But as time wore on, Jonathan's ambition took center stage. Promotions meant longer hours, weekends at the office. Emily supported him, managing the home front alone. She remembered one particular trip to Italy, where they wandered Rome's ancient streets. This is eternal, he'd said, holding her hand by the Trevi fountain. But back home, eternity faded into routine. Margaret's influence grew, her visits laced with expectations. When will you give me grandchildren? She'd ask, ignoring Emily's pain. Emily endured, believing loyalty would prevail. Now she saw how complacency had blinded her to the erosion. 3 months post, Emily sat in court, observing the unraveling of the man she'd shared a quarter-century with. Jonathan appeared aged a decade, gray streaks, weary features, budget attire over his former finery. The judge, a seasoned woman with spectacles, pored over papers meticulously. All right, she declared, ruling as follows. The Elm Lane apartment is Mrs. Emily Harper's separate premarital asset, exempt from division. Jonathan's eyes widened in panic. His new counsel, a novice public defender, shrugged helplessly. The retreat is marital property, split equally. Likewise the sedan. Your Honor, the lawyer rose. Client relies on that vehicle for employment. Denied. Judge curt. Purchased with marital funds, Emily remained silent. Sarah, her attorney and friend, offered a subtle smile. Proceedings aligned perfectly. Additionally, Judge continued, Mr. Jonathan Reed hid substantial debts from spouse. 20,000 Chase loan, 15,000 Wells Fargo, 8,000 Express Credit. total 43,000, but personal obligations, lawyer protested. Per Code Section 39, judge even marital debts joint, yet since not for family benefit but personal, petitioner solely liable. Jonathan paled further, 43K his burden. Court dissolves union between Jonathan Reed and Emily Harper. Respondent keeps apartment, all accounts. Petitioner half retreat, half car value. No support, no minors. Gavel sealed 25 years end. Exiting courthouse, Emily felt profound calm, burden lifted. Emily, Jonathan called, hold, she turned, spouse on steps, docs clutched. What? Pardon me, low, selfish idiot, undeserved. Emily scrutinized. Genuine regret or manipulation? Jonathan, calm, no grudge, differing souls. You sought ease others' cost. I fight for mine, meet sometimes, friends, no, soft firm, paths separate best. She pivoted to her sleek new coupe, inheritance. Purchased. Life marched, each reaped sown. A month after dissolution, Jonathan jobless. Party footage viral, CEO distance scandal. Jonathan Reed, boss final day, can't retain spectacle. Maker, solid pro, rep tainted, regret. Employment hunt grueling. Recognition everywhere. Milestone betrayer trended. None hired such. Ended cab. Driving old sedan, repurchased from Emily half. Price 15K. Resided mother's cramped flat suburbs. Margaret sold mansion debt. Pay, bought modest cheap. She'd night. Say eyeing peels wished heated, avoided Brooke. Late mother, Jonathan count tips, regrets futile. Brooke thrived. 2 months post fiasco, wed 50ish restore to her chain owner. Wealthy, gullible, bought her tale toxic affair, social wedding pics, lavish florals, gems, caption, true love found, bliss, fresh start. Jonathan viewed, bitter grin, Brooke secured rich mate, not him. Emily's existence contrasted. Relocated San Diego inheritance condo, airy, sun, drenched sea vistas. Sanctuary amid buzz, accounting abandoned, funds fueled boutique gallery curating local artists, lifelong passion. Emily Harper, Mr. Harlan resignation, stay reconsider, thanks, smile, passion found, art dedication, luck, post-ex women staff admire, self-defense key, Eve Sarah visited, serene you, a noted cozy space. Vindicated, not vengeance, Emily thoughtful, relief, defended rights, truth triumphs, delayed sometimes. Balcony tea, city glows, regret quarter years, no, head shake, taught self, reliance, honesty value. Gallery employed 4 emerging creators. Showcased vibrant works niche appreciators. Emily, assistant Mia Day. Said, story inspiring, aunt attended party, your ex-colleague, says rare women like you. Not strong, Emily, chose not victim. Year later, Jonathan letter. Emily, unsure read, grasp now. Best ever, lost folly, greed. No forgive seek, undeserve. Wish world best. Happy Jonathan. Emily read, drawer. Filed, no ire sorrow. Just past echo. Night terrace coffee. San Diego twinkled, distant tunes, floral breeze, free, secure, passionate pursuit, truly content first in ages, city elsewhere, Jonathan cabbed fares, musing one night all loss, yes, truth overcomes deceit, though time lagged. To expand on Emily's new life, she dove deeply into her gallery venture. Mornings started with ocean walks, clearing her mind before opening the doors. The space was intimate, walls adorned with bold abstracts and serene landscapes from up-and coming talents. One artist, a young painter named Leela, became a close collaborator. Your eye for emotion in art is spot on. Leela would say during setups. Emily hosted monthly openings, drawing crowds of enthusiasts. Conversations flowed over wine, sharing stories of resilience and creativity. It reminded her of early marriage dinners, but now on her terms. Reflecting further, Emily recalled specific moments of marital bliss turned sour. Like the time they adopted a rescue dog, Max, to fill the child void, Max brought joy, park runs, cozy evenings, but Jonathan grew distant, complaining about fur and walks. When Max passed after 10 years, Jonathan shrugged it off while Emily grieved deeply. That detachment foreshadowed the end. Now, in San Diego, she adopted a kitten, Whiskers, symbolizing fresh starts. Sarah's visits became regular, turning into girls' nights. Remember college pranks? Sarah laughed one evening. We thought life was simple. It taught us strength, Emily replied. They planned a trip to Paris to see the inherited flat. Aunt Eleanor would approve, Emily said, toasting. At the gallery, Emily mentored interns, sharing life lessons woven into business advice. Trust your instincts, she'd tell them. Like in art, life reveals fakes. One intern, inspired by her story leaked through circles, confided a similar betrayal. Emily guided her to resources, echoing Sarah's support. Jonathan's downfall deepened. Cab fares barely covered bills. One night, picking up a passenger who recognized him from the viral clip, the man sneered, "Aren't you that anniversary jerk?" Jonathan muttered apologies, driving in silence. At home, Margaret's health waned from stress, adding guilt. "We had it all," she'd lament, thrown away. Brooke's marriage hit tabloids when her husband's business faltered, but she pivoted to influencer status, peddling luxury lifestyles. Emily scrolled past one post, feeling no envy, only pity. Emily's gallery gained acclaim, featuring in local magazines. From finance to fine art, a woman's reinvention. One headline read, interviews focused on empowerment. Betrayal was a catalyst, she'd say, pushed me to authenticity. Adding depth, Emily volunteered at women's shelters, sharing her tale in workshops. Know your worth, she'd emphasize. One woman, facing divorce, hugged her tearfully. You gave me hope. These moments healed Emily further. A new romance blossomed subtly. A fellow art lover, Thomas, met at an exhibit. No rush, just companionship. Dinners, walks, genuine connection. You're inspiring, he'd say. Emily smiled, heart open cautiously. Years on, Emily looked back without bitterness. The anniversary debacle, once painful, became a turning point story shared with friends. Life's plot twists make the best narratives, she'd quip. To make the story even richer, let's delve into Emily's childhood influences that shaped her resilience. Growing up in a modest home, her parents instilled independence. Her father, a teacher, encouraged reading classics, fostering her love for stories, now channeled into art narratives. Her mother, a nurse, taught empathy and strength in adversity. Storms pass, she'd say. That mantra carried Emily through infertility heartaches and now this. In the gallery, Emily curated a series on broken bonds, featuring works symbolizing loss and rebirth. Opening night, old friends attended, toasting her phoenix rise. Laura, the spotting friend, whispered, "Proud of you." Sarah raised a glass to truth. Jonathan, in contrast, faced isolation. Former colleagues avoided him. One chance encounter at a cafe, he approached an old buddy. "Hey, long time." The man coldly, "After what you did, no." Regret nod. Margaret's regrets compounded. "I pushed too hard," she'd admit to Jonathan. Their bond strained, but necessity bound them. Brooke's facade cracked when her husband discovered her past. Divorce loomed, irony not lost. Emily's Paris trip with Sarah was transformative. The flat, elegant with sane views, felt like Eleanor's embrace. She knew I'd need this, Emily mused. They explored museums, cafes, healing old wounds. Back home, Whiskers greeted enthusiastically. Thomas waited with flowers, "Missed you." Life bloomed. Expanding dialogues, recall a pre-party chat with Laura. Saw him again with her. Laura phoned, lunch, laughing. Emily, details. "She's flashy but empty. You deserve better. Thanks for eyes open. Post. Court Sarah, celebrate." They dined, laughing over absurdity. His face priceless, Sarah said. Gallery success led to expansions, a second location planned. Investors approached, drawn to her story. Emily authored a memoir snippet for a blog, From Ashes to Art. Readers resonated, messages poured. "Your courage saved me." In quiet moments, Emily journaled gratitudes, freedom, friends, purpose, the betrayal, a harsh teacher but ultimate gift self, discovery, to lengthen naturally. Add a scene of Emily mentoring, a young artist struggling post, breakup, shared, he left me broke. Emily, gather evidence, seek help, you're not alone. Advice mirrored her path, another, beach walk contemplation, waves crashed, symbolizing turmoil to calm. I've weathered the storm, she thought. Thomas proposed subtly over sunset dinner. No pressure, he said. Emily, let's see where it flows. Happiness organic. Years later, at a gallery retrospective, Emily reflected, that night was my rebirth. Attendees applauded her journey. Did you enjoy my tale, and from which town are you tuning in? Share in the comments. If the story touched you, consider a super thanks to fuel more like it. Grateful for your kind backing. Eager for your thoughts below. On screen, 2 fresh tales I endorse. Plenty more on the channel. Subscribe reminder. Till next tale. Warm regards.